San Miguel de Allende is a Mexican city with a good deal of cultural and historical significance. It's known for both its historical architecture and its still thriving art scene, and there's plenty for tourists to check out while visiting. Join Viewcation as we find the best things to do in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. Visit the San Miguel Arcangel Parish. The San Miguel Arcangel Parish stands as one of the most iconic sites in all of the city, and its location means there are quite a few areas in the city where the beautiful historical building is visible. The parish looms over the city both literally and figuratively, and tourists will find themselves just as in awe of the building from afar as they will be when they see it up close. The architecture is hypnotizing, and it draws tourists into its vicinity with its spell. The church's base was constructed in the 1600s, and the rest of it was constructed a few hundred years later. The building has been maintained to look just the same as it did when it was finished, and it's unique in terms of Mexican architecture. It's been said that the man who was responsible for putting the defining finishing touches on the church during the 1800s was inspired by Belgian designs. Within the church, you'll find plenty of beautiful pieces of artwork. One of the most stunning is the central image of Cristo de la Conquista. This image dates back to around the time the base of the building was built, and long before its overall iconic appearance was finalized. The land also serves as the burial ground for several Mexican war heroes from around the time of its original use. Venture into El Jardin. The heart of the city of San Miguel de Allende is an area known as El Jardin, and it's always alive with a vibrant pulse. If you're looking to experience the city in a nutshell, this is the way to do it. You can get a great view of El Jardin from the aforementioned San Miguel Arcangel Parish, and vice versa. Several more historical buildings can be found within the area of El Jardin itself, though there's plenty more to keep tourists entertained than just the gorgeous architecture. This area isn't referred to as the heart of the city for nothing, as it's always bustling with life and culture. It's rare for there not to be live music and dancing found at some point within El Jardin, even in the dark hours of the early morning. If you're only going to enter into one of the buildings there, make it the Historical Museum of San Miguel de Allende. The historical building housing this museum was once the home of a war hero named Ignacio Allende, who helped win the Mexican War of Independence during the early 1800s. It seems poetic that this war hero's house should serve to showcase some of the area's rich history to tourists visiting the city of San Miguel de Allende today. Visit the archaeological site of Cañada de la Virgen. While all the aforementioned attractions we've taken a look at have had rich historical and cultural importance, the archaeological site of Cañada de la Virgen is something else entirely. This site dates back around 1,000 years. There are some who even claim it may date back to as far as the 6th century. It may be ancient, but it's only been open to the public for around a decade. Because of this, word of mouth hasn't spread far enough for the area to become a crowded tourist trap. But it's only a matter of time before the world realizes the wonders that can be found within the ancient city. Cañada de la Virgen seems to have been more than just a functioning city, as there are numerous relics that indicate the area was held as a beacon of wisdom throughout not only the entirety of ancient Mexico, but possibly even further. It's of particular interest to archaeologists due to the seemingly intricate nature of the site's design. It seems a great deal of mathematical knowledge went into the construction of the ancient city, and modern experts are perplexed at just how the people of the time managed such staggering feats as the ones displayed today within the archaeological site. It seems the wisdom of these ancient people may have been really worth traveling across the world for, as pilgrims were said to have done. Before we tell you more about San Miguel de Allende, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Check out the Botanical Garden of El Charco de Ingenio. We've talked plenty about the history of San Miguel de Allende's people, but the city also has some staggering natural beauty to offer tourists. It's exemplified no more than in the stunning Botanical Garden of El Charco de Ingenio, which consists of nearly 200 acres of finely preserved land. The garden was first opened up during the early 90s and created as a means to help protect San Miguel de Allende's natural land. And just as some of the historical buildings have been finely preserved to look as if they've been untouched by the modern world, so too has the land of El Charco de Ingenio been kept in its natural state. In this way, it's another aspect of San Miguel de Allende that will make tourists feel as if they've ventured not only to another place, but to another time. There are plenty of places to have picnics within the garden, and tourists will be able to hike for hours on end without seeing the same site twice. The garden also plays host to some events. Experience San Miguel de Allende's art scene. The city is known the world over for its bustling art scene, which is still thriving today. The art scene is exemplified most specifically in two locations, the Instituto Allende and the Fábrica La Aurora. The Instituto Allende is a widely venerated art school that draws in students from around the world. Meanwhile, the Fábrica La Aurora is an art center formed out of an old textile mill, and it contains numerous shops, eateries, and art galleries showcasing various mediums. Both locations offer distinct experiences for visitors and are equally welcoming to tourists. As one might expect, given its location within San Miguel de Allende, the Instituto Allende is housed within a notable historical building. The building housing it was once home to a powerful Mexican family during the 19th century, which is when it was constructed. The building was turned into the art school it stands as today during the 50s, and the school has since garnered a reputation as one of the most prestigious around. It certainly doesn't hurt that the rich area surrounding the school, as well as the school's building itself, are sites that would inspire the inner artist in anyone. The campus is open to visitors throughout most of the week, and they can even choose to take a small course. There are a couple workshops that tourists can sign up for, with one lasting 3 weeks and another for 4. The Fábrica La Aurora is housed within a renovated textile mill. The building housing this functioned as a textile mill for most of the 20th century after being converted into the fun and vibrant location it stands as today during the early 90s. The name of the game for tourists is food and souvenirs. The food is incredible and the souvenirs are unlike anything you'll find elsewhere. There's also a great deal of art to look at and some you can purchase. Check out the La Esquina Toy Museum. Those who are interested in a lighter side of San Miguel de Allende's history should check out the La Esquina Toy Museum. As the name suggests, the location showcases the history of Mexican toys. There are numerous fine examples of various Mexican toys throughout the ages that are stashed throughout the building, and visitors will be in awe. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think you'd like to visit San Miguel de Allende? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.